is a new purchase, Alan Wake 2. I don't know very much about it, other than it's set in the world of Control, which is a game from a few years ago now. I played it all the way through, and the DLCs. Really interesting game. Lots of fun mechanics. Looking forward to seeing what goes on here. So let's begin. We're going on normal. I've done some configuration with the settings just to make sure that I can get some settings that work nicely. If there are any issues, I might have to go and adjust them, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. If my camera's in a bad place as well because of the UI, I can always look at changing that. So let's go with it.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
It's not running super smoothly at the minute. I might need to just do some adjustments if this is a bit funky. Okay, it's a little bit funky. Let's just review some of the graphics options. Okay, that's running a bit better. Let's see how we get on with this. It's an interesting position to be in.
Can you hear me? Oh, where'd he go?
Am I wanting them to find me or to hide? Or do I need to hide from them? Sinister there. It's very sinister. Oh, fuck me. I wasn't expecting that. Wow. Okay, we've had the first jump scares of the game already. Wow. I was not expecting that. Okay, now I can be a bit more mentally prepared for jump scares. That got me good. Okay, I'm allowed to sprint now. I wasn't before. We're still in that hand-holding stage of a game where it's oh no. Oh my god. Oh, he was just a weird ethereal wisp man with an axe. They sounded like voices, not wolves. Can't climb over that. We're making our way to the road though. Here we go. Oh dear, oh dear. Cult of the Tree. Oh dear, oh dear.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. What the fuck?
Heart's been cut out. Ouch. Nice little prologue there.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers. I'll let you get
Very
back to the
cinematic
show. You
feel
were
to it
supposed
at the
wait and
moment.
Watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
So let's go to the map. M for map. It's annoying that the map even takes time to load. Okay.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Okay.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
You can access the case board inside the Mind Place.
The
So with
Mind Place.
Tab, you can have a
My
good think
version
about
of the
things.
Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case.
Okay.
Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Okay. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other connections. Murder method. Slight difference in murders. Bloating only. Commonality in bodies, but not the cause of death. Exposure to water post-mortem? Question mark. Bruising on wrists and leg, deep gash in chest, heart missing. All bodies experience bloating. Killer profile, post-mortem tattooing. Murder targets have no discernible common traits. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Interesting. This is all in our tab menu. And we can walk around this yard, so the map's on the wall there. What else is in our Mind Place? It's a rather sparse field office that they've got, if this is how she's remembering it. Got the important stash of wine, though.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started.
It doesn't
Let's
pause
head
the
down the
game,
hill to the
okay.
crime scene.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
There certainly is sky. Goes all the way from the ground to the top.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that have the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm...
Okay. Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Doesn't seem like we've got much faith in the country bumpkin deputies out here.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan? Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So,
I don't know what there is to...
that's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers, shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
Look, those are real? You guys hiring?
Okay.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
We'll come back to that. Just doing a bit of investigating in there. But they're getting angry at me for not following them, so...
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Oh, okay. C allows Saga to see active clues. The key image can be selected with left click and placed on the caseboard.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
It will prompt a new question. Objectives are viewable at the caseboard in goals. You're now free to examine the caseboard or leave to complete this objective. Previous murders. Looks like we've got some more exploring to do before we can do this. So there's more investigating to do.
Step 1. Examine the corpse. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Okay, let's put these on the board then. So, how do I actually put them on the board? Do they go in a particular place?
Trying.
Oh, you place them on the open question. Got it. Okay, okay.
Heart removed from chest.
Okay, got it.
Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
New questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. Okay. Investigate the crime scene, learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over.
Interesting that there's a
Was
tripod.
it for a camera?
Yeah, someone could have been
Someone was
recording that.
drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Oh, okay. For later, all right.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display.
What else is in the area?
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Is there anything else to glean from this? Which side did we approached from that side, didn't we? I identified the victim. Probably not. Oh. So why did it say talk to someone there? Still just in that stage of getting used to the mechanics.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale.
So he arrived in 2010 too.
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Okay, clues can be gained from speaking to people. Let's see if we can put any of this information onto the board.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Multiple assailants present. Messy scene, crime of passion, premeditated, question mark. Talk to someone else about the victim. Okay.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
But you can trust me. I've been doing some deep research on it.
Just having a little explore.
Anderson. Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
The station heads are not currently available. Access is restricted without their permission.
Nice talking to you, too.
Interesting response there.
A creepy twig sculpture?
Very Blair Witch.
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Wash hands, take chicken out of fridge, take a nap. Okay. Oh, okay. So we have a padlock situation with symbols. Interesting that we've only seen one symbol. UFOs and U's, the ultimate guide to spotting unidentified flying objects. Writing this down in case it happens again and I forget. I got that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 AM after I'd finished my armor on the porch of the trailer. I got in the car and drove, chasing it. Starry night, not much moon. As expected, it led me past Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought, the combination to have it all aligned to make it happen. Terrified it would. It didn't. Not this time. Frustrated, but relieved. I scanned the sky for the shapes, the objects. Nothing. But when I blinked repeatedly, I think I saw the after image of an octahedron. It faded fast. When I got ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me. Here, but not here. It's him. I know it is. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. I was right to come to Bright Falls. Okay, so we've got some shape situations happening there.
Kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Manuscript fragments 3. I don't know what manuscript fragments are yet. Oh, it's going to tell me. Can be used to upgrade weapons in the mine place. Okay. Hold the fire button to activate the auto fire mode. This significantly increases rate of fire. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun the enemy for an extended duration. Increase magazine size by 50%. I've only got 3, and these are all expensive upgrades. But good to know that's how that works. And that's on the bench with the wine, which was over here. Okay. Let's have a look at the case board. Have I got anything else that I can put up? No.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Mm-hmm.
That's not right.
Cauldron Lake area. Lunchbox found in a Cauldron Lake compound. Okay. Interesting. Don't think you can climb over tents like this. They tend to collapse. Let's go back to the campsite, which I think should be just along here. Yeah, it is. Just doing some casual pottering round, looking for clues.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forrest can
So
be
you
dangerous.
knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state, but yeah, I ran into him a few times.
On Quantico, the FBI training base.
Together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
How's he only just turned up now?
I think that's...
Okay, so you can look at all different cases. So previous murders.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Premeditated or spontaneous? Looks new, brought by the killers. Why? To mount a camera? Weird stuff.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready.
Yep.
They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years.
Where's he been all this
Why
time?
here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Profiling. So let's see what this is about.
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst one. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Interesting.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
What else is in here that I can interact with?
Mom may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
Let's go over to the case board again. See if it gives me some clues as to where I'm meant to be looking next. Oh, I need to profile someone. I thought that's what I'd been doing.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
So we've watched these. There's nobody different to profile. Ugh, I didn't look at the damn board again properly. Investigate the crime scene. Profile the victim. That's what I was doing. I'm a bit confused.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Find the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
I've done these.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13
So
years.
why am
How
I
did
not
he end
getting
up
the
here?
clue for them?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
So it must be a different person I need to profile, but I haven't discovered anybody else yet.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Can't remember which way. Can't remember which way we came from. Not that way. That's down to the tents, isn't it? Oh, is this it? This looks like the shop area. Let's have a little rummage in here. Some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self, train the fielder. Nothing to report, some animals, regular. Hunters out after dark. Poachers? Heard some gunshots, none of ours. Gotta keep an eye on these people. They could get more than they bargained for out there. Sounds like somebody knows a little bit of what's going on. That there's potentially something dangerous out there.
They left a lot of garbage. Not the fastidious type.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's just another door in. Don't have a passcode to that box yet. Hmm.
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
Mile High Strangler. That sounds like it could have been interesting. Have any other options appeared here yet? Doesn't look like it.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
No. I'm wondering if the passcode to that chest could simply be 3 sets of those overlap triangles, because I did see that that was one of the symbols that's on the padlock.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
I will do. So it says profile. Where am I? Yeah, okay, so there we go. We've got a symbol. Oh, okay. Oh, wash your hands, take the chicken out the fridge, take a nap. Okay. Okay. Sink. So there's going to be a clue near the sink. Maybe? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Weird. Okay. Wash hands. So where's a symbol next to the sink? Oh. There are different... Okay. Up, down. Chicken out the fridge. Oh dear. Let's have a look. So we've got the up horizontally with the down. The up, down, and take a nap. And apart. Okay. There we go. Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. What? The cult of the trees, okay. Uh-huh, let's see. Let's go and put this on the case board. can feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why now, after 13 years? Where's he been? Indeed, that's an important question. So have I got a new thing? No. Check the lake shore.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Case.
So how do I get down there?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place. This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
I didn't know trees got that big.
There is no mystery in Cauldron Lake
You need to
being
get out more.
named after its cauldron shape, and yet there
is
are many
kinda
mysterious
creepy, though.
stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of bewitching him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree, named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf, or so the legend goes. That does sound strangely similar. And that is a very big tree.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales?
Maybe.
They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Is that it? That's all there is to say about the piece of paper? Okay.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Examine the blocked path. Oh, she did pick it up. Okay.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us.
Oh, wow.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Oh, dear.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Yes, agreed.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him.
Oh
In
dear,
his
oh dear.
chest. I must find out what.
So his heart wasn't just taken out.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what
Oh.
I can find inside.
Yeah, not just taking the heart out, but putting things inside. Grim.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control.
Hey, you made it
Deciding
back.
what happens to
Good.
who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town.
Oh,
and
dear.
I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Oh, excellent.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
So how do I use it? Oh, okay, you actually have to click the item. Okay, that's fine.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Yeah, that's pretty unlikely. How can I walk past this and not check it out?
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. I will. Thank you. I'm sure I'll be coming back to this at some point. I do like exploring maps. If you've seen me play any other game, I always have a little rummage around wherever I'm walking.
Tripod. Tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
To check everywhere. So is that just going to be permanently open now, or am I going to have to faff around with that each and every time?
The Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one.
Control.
Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. Only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
Is it just a way of keeping people away?
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Sounds good to me. That took a really long time.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Bright Falls, Washington. I can almost smell the air. Weather report? Radio show 1 of 9. Okay.
Jerky. And boy, what an event.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Haha. Wow, spectacular weather reporting there. Oh, so can you actually just listen to the radio to hear all 9 broadcasts? I could go straight up to the diner, but I'm just going to have a quick poke around. Billy's Boatyard.
I need something to cut this.
Okay, bolt cutters will be on the requirements list for that. Now, where does this road go? Let's have a quick look at the map. Ooh, undiscovered map areas. So there's a map of the town somewhere.
Sleepy. Just a few more days.
Till what?
Hey, how are you doing?
Unlock the map. So this is just the high street, then there's more area. Valhalla Nursing Home, okay. Wellness Centre. Interview witnesses at the diner. So I'm just doing some exploring before I head down to the diner. I am sure we'll need to come back here at some point.
Hey there.
Hi.
Rest easy, buddy.
Is this the field office? It is the field office, but it's not our mind place.
I can't force it open.
It's interesting.
I can't get through this.
Gotta get through this. Oh, I'd like to be able to turn the graphic settings up, but I don't know what the situation with that is.
It doesn't budge.
Okay then.
Just a few more days.
Flooded. Yep, that jetty is definitely flooded. If that's what it's meant to be, and it certainly appears that it is. I'm such a sucker for just doing some random exploring.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Welcome back, Anderson.
No, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee.
Advertising the oh dear.
Isn't it, Charlene?
Getting the signs up for Deer Fest.
The amount of hot caffeinated beverages you don't has anything to do with it? I don't know what you're talking about.
Coffee World.
Not to
toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my
I'll be back in a second.
our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days.
It's a nice looking float for sure.
This is my first Deer Fest, so I don't know what to expect, really. It is the finest entertainment a town like ours has to offer. The happiest day of the year. Like Christmas, but better.
Sounds
Well,
a
I
bit
certainly
weird.
hope so. I hate the holidays.
Oh dear. Cute.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that?
Hmm.
No. The Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Can't believe that happened. Still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
On it. Have some pie. I'll take your mind off things.
We've looked through the case files you sent
The
over,
jukebox is out of order. The poor old thing can only take so much of the same song being played over and over and over. I'm a big fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You can go ahead, Anderson. We'll be here.
Enjoy your day.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found a... The whole thing was terrifying.
I think we've got some profiling to do there.
Hi. This is exactly why I hate small towns.
Keep it down, Ed.
I got something to add on to this.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Okay.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
Certainly will. Oh. Stash found near Cauldron Lake mobile home. So there are more of them. There are some Bright Falls as well. Okay. File for the Cult of the Tree.
I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Background cases accumulate clues about broader ongoing topics. Cultists were wearing deer masks. Okay, what have we got here is the what kind of cult? Who's involved? Cult goal. Cult psychology. Cult symbols. Large amount of supplies. Is that going to be a who's involved? No. Okay. Oh, lots of clue cards to find. Lots of clue cards. Okay, so now we need to do some profiling of the bookers. Oh, that's weird. The overlapping eye.
The Cult of the Tree. What aren't the bookers telling me?
Yeah, they're hiding something.
The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
Interesting. Okay, so there's Pat Main Radio show 1 out of 9, the weather report, National Nightmare, filth. Nice.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful.
Some overlap triangles.
Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do.
I'm not sure about this.
And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on
Weird.
TV all the time. No. You're mistaking me for someone else. If you say so.
That's a weird moment. Let's just pop these clues on the case board. So cult symbols. Okay, sheriff station it is.
A cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those two idiot deputies. They didn't listen. And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it. Thank you, Saga.
Hi.
A diner is hardly a suitable place to be
My
conducting
guys have
interviews.
Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day.
Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Is he going to carry on
Hey,
with
what
his
do you know about
D&D
that
story?
waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Yep.
Anything
Just
you need,
here to pay
just
my ticket.
let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Map of the sheriff station. Okay. Oh, not what I meant to do. This is the third time this week I come in for a late shift and there's no coffee in the machine. Nice. Oh, some batteries.
Hey.
Glug, glug, glug. know one of you is stealing the toilet paper. I've been counting them and there's an entire roll missing every day from stock. Theft is taken seriously around here. It's a sheriff's station, for Pete's sake. One of these days I'm going to catch you red-handed and you better believe you're going and getting thrown out. What a disgrace you are. What kind of nut counts toilet paper rolls? Sounds like you've got too much time on your hands. Was there a thing there? Or was I imagining it? Maybe there wasn't. That looks like a security door. Oh no, it's the cells.
They locked up an innocent man.
I'm sure of it. Sure they did.
Agent?
Stealing all their stuff.
As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents.
Yep,
Sheriff Breaker
here I
wants
am.
us to cooperate fully.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
Listen up. It's me now, my way or the highway.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. We've only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear.
Oh no, a bear.
Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government.
Yeah, the FBC's got involved.
At Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have both got it. Oh, wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak.
What an amazing advert this is.
The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
9%. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I've done my exploring.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
How handy that I'm a field pathologist.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
I can't pick it up for some reason. Oh, there we go. Cool.
It's not opening.
They keep it weirdly dark in here.
Okay, let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal
I'm just
examination.
gonna have a nosy around your room first, though. Anything? Nope.
Must be locked from the other side.
Come on then, let's do this.
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
This looks like text.
A post-mortem tattoo.
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. The
What a
body
delight.
shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Managed to put writing on his heart. Grim.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Anything to learn from the body? Yes? Yes, there is. Oops. Yeah, that's
Text is
the ritual
smudged.
writing done.
Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal.
Bloating in joints indicates long-term water exposure.
There's definitely something in his chest.
Yeah,
Did the
let's go
killers
and have a
leave it
rummage
there?
around then. Examine the chest cavity. Let's do this.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell? Oh. Oh my god.
cannot see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
Oh dear.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Stay in the light to avoid being detected.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily unavailable.
Go!
Okay, I just went totally the wrong way there. What a mistake to make her. I'm hoping the load doesn't take as long as last time, because that was a crazy long time for a load to happen. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so once he goes in that room, I can lead through this door.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go!
Pick a name. Okay.
Vanished.
Oh, that's sinister. Oh. End of the first chapter. Wondering if this is going to clear up into a sharper image, or if we're just in a song at the moment.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
The heart is gone too. Did the fucker take it with him?
Well, let's have a chat then. Once we leave the police station, I'm going to save it there, and we'll call it a day. I'll stream some more tomorrow though, so let's just get this bit of story done.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
He did?
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe.
Hello.
We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
Some pretty rubbish timing. I'm about to call it a night. But I'll be back streaming again tomorrow. I was just going to do this mind board stuff.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
According to the page, it sounds like Nightingale went back to Cauldron Lake. And he's at Taken. The overlap. What? These pages aren't making sense. Previous murders. What do we have to put in here?
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This
Cult
case
of
just
the
became
tree.
much more complicated. I'll need
They're
to start
behind a
new
lot of
file.
weird stuff.
But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Cult of the Tree is performing rituals to create monsters. That's one of their goals, potentially, yeah. Cult ritual, what is it? So they tattoo people. Nightingale's the only ritual to become a monster?
Oh.
No. Where does this piece go? Victim of the cult killing became a monster. Cult symbols, psychology, cult goal. Yeah, okay. Sweet. What else is there to do? Check our manuscript
The
pages.
autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror. Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too. Nightingale was, but wasn't a Taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job. He'd be inside, waiting for her.
Interesting. Picked up another radio broadcast. That's cool enough. Adventure tours.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost
I
in
do
the
love
woods.
the vibe of this
If
advert.
only had a tour guide. Also, it's bear season.
Oh no, a bear.
Oh no, a bear.
I like that advert. No profiling or anything to be done.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
So I don't know how we move between maps yet. I think we can just do it with the car.
Y'all okay? Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
Not having much of a reaction to this. We heard shots. No reaction to the dead police officer falling out of the door at your feet.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Don't have the key for this.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real.
Monsters aren't real?
They're a fine pair.
Good day.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, KC?
A smart choice, Anderson. Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case, whoever you can spare. ASAP.
Let's get back to the car.
Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. Mercedo won't roll over on the issues.
Where did he go? I don't know where he went. I don't know where the car's parked. Aha! Here we go. Yeah, the car can be used to travel.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Seems like a reasonable request.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.